All right, we're going to start off today by talking about points, lines, and planes. All right, a point. That's a location. Has no shape or size. It's just a point. And you label it with a capital letter. You would call this point A. A line is made up of points. No thickness or width. There's exactly one line through any 2 points. So let's say we got point P and point T. And if we put a line through them, this line could be named 2 ways. Let's say names. One way to name this line would be, see this little symbol right here? That's the symbol for line. And then you use 2 points on the line. So line PT. The other way to name the line or to refer to a line is with a lowercase cursive. All right? So another name for that same line could be line L. So 2 ways to name the same line. It's line PT or it's line L. Now, if you were to add, let's say there's a third point on this line, and it's point A. Now you can name this line PA. It's another name for it. Line what? Great. AT. Any 2 points on the line. All right, and then we got a plane. Is a flat surface. It's made up of points. That extend infinitely in all directions. Usually when you see a plane, it'll look something like this. A lot of times it'll be shaded or it'll have a certain color to it. So everything that's in the shaded region is considered a part of the plane, and everything that's not shaded is not part of the plane. Some different ways that you can name a plane. 3 non-collinear points. So here's a little symbol for plane. It's just kind of this shape here. It kind of looks like a rhombus. If you shrink it down, plane ABC. You could also use a capital script letter. So this could also be called plane M. Couple of terms here. We just used the term non-collinear. Let's define collinear. Collinear, that means on the same line. On the same line. You know, up here, points A and T, those are collinear. They're both on the same line, right? A, T, and P are all collinear. They're all on the same line. If I added a point over here, point R is not collinear with P, A, and T. Okay? That's non-collinear. Non-collinear, it means not on the same line. So non-collinear, that means not on the same line. So this is real important when you're naming a plane. This term right here. The 3 points that you use when you're naming a plane cannot be on the same line. All right? All 3 not on the same line. You see how I could put a line through A and C, right? And I could put a line through A and B. And I could put a line through B and C. But I can't put a straight line through all three of them, can I? So that makes them non-collinear. And when you're describing a plane, if you're going to use 3 points, the points have to be non-collinear. Questions? You all good with that? All right, so you'll get a little bit of practice to do in your workbooks, and they've got nice pictures for you to look at, and it's much easier than me trying to draw it on the wall. All right, couple other terms or a couple other items that you have to understand. This is super important right here. Lines intersect at a point. Lines intersect at a point. If you are asked where line L and line M intersect, your answer needs to be a point. So L and M intersect at point A, don't they? It's the only place they can hit each other. Lines intersect at a point. Planes intersect at a line. Planes intersect at a line. And I don't know how your drawings are, but if you do the old box in a box, and then you connect your corners, and then we label all these points. Now what we've got are a bunch of points, lines, and planes, right? We've got a bunch of points, lines, and planes. Can anyone tell me where line AB and line AD intersect? AB and AD, where do they intersect? Line AB and line AD, where do they intersect? Line AB and line AD, where do they intersect? Yeah, point A, very good, beautiful, at point A. Now don't even look at the wall. Where does line XY intersect with line XZ? Line XY and line XZ, yes. Point X, very good. You don't even need a picture of it, do you? If lines intersect at a point and both lines have the same point in their description, that's where the lines hit. All right? And that holds true for lines and planes. All right? Do you see plane ABC? Plane ABC. Could we call that the top of the box? Plane ABC. And do you see plane ABF? I would call it the back of the box. Where do those two planes intersect? ABC and ABF. Yes, up front in the red. Where? Well, remember, planes intersect at lines, right? And you need two lines to describe, or 2 points to describe a line. Yes. Line BA or line BF? talking about the top of the box, and I just might not be hearing you. Top of the box, ABC. Back of the box, ABF. Where do they intersect? AB. You see where the top hits the back? Right up here. This is where they intersect, right there. And they both have AB in their description, don't they? And then here's what the book will try to do, and the quiz on Friday will try to confuse you a little bit. And they will say something like, where does plane AEH, where does that plane intersect AEH intersect DCG? Where do those two planes intersect? At line DH, don't they? You see how the colors help right there? All right. What they'll do is they'll use 3 letters in one description. They'll use a different 3 letters in the other description. They won't have the carryover letters in the description for you to just match up letters. So you'll have to see it. And sometimes with what's up there, 8 lines, I don't even know, 4, 8, 9, 10, there's a bunch of lines up there. It gets really confusing. But if you highlight, there's only one line up here now that's 2-colored, isn't it? And that's right here. Right there, DH or HD, where the 2 planes intersected. So that's just a super small example of how having the multicolors when you're doing your practice and when you're taking your quizzes and doing your study guides can really help. Got it? All right, so when they ask where do 2 planes intersect, your answer needs to be a line, and a line is described with 2 points on the line or with the cursive lowercase. But in this case, there was no cursive lowercase. So there's only 2 ways to describe this line. All right, that's line DH or line HD. Both of those are the same line. While we're on this picture, can anybody tell me how many planes are in that picture? How many planes are in that picture? Yes, ma'am. 6? Anybody agree with her? Anybody disagree with her? No, I say 6, right? And how many of you have blinked and then the box changed shapes or changed like perception? Has it happened yet? Yeah, it happened to me. I looked up at the wall and then I looked down on my computer and it looked like the D was inside the box once and in front of the box the other time. Have y'all ever done that game? Y'all ever played the game with the box? You put the dot in the middle and then they watch the lines move around? Nod up and down for yes, left to right for no. Good. It's a really fun game. If you haven't, you draw the box. The neater the box you draw, the better it is. You draw your box, and then you stare at that point right there. And sometimes when you blink, the point looks like it's just hovering in the middle of the box, and then other times it looks like it's on the front wall, the back wall, the side wall. When you blink, it moves. It does for me anyway. Okay, so let's see. How many planes? Points that are collinear, intersection of a plane. At what point do those intersect? That's kind of it for today. As far as not going to go too fast, because if I go too fast and I give you a bunch of work and the people at home don't even have a book yet, they're going to kind of get behind. I think I've covered everything in this section that I need to cover. So now, here's how this works, all right? Here's your practice. Practice. It's going to be in the workbook. pages 1 and 2. Pages 1 and 2, you're going to do all problems. All right? Your practice, pages 1 and 2, you're doing all the problems. Then what you're going to do, after you've completed all of these problems, and sometime outside of class, you're going to check, focus, alerts for what I call homework. We all found alerts, right? So sometime outside of class, and it's more like going to be outside of school. So sometime when you get home tonight, you're going to go on focus. You're going to make sure that this assignment is finished, that your workbook assignment is finished before you check focus. And you're going to make sure you have your notes in front of you. And then you're going to go to alerts, and you're going to see if there's an assignment there. And there's probably going to be one there. And it's probably going to be like online homework 1 or HW1. And it'll be some true false questions about the notes you took in class or about the assignment I gave you. Take you about 5 minutes to do it. Clear? So you're going to finish all the practice problems in class, as many as you can. Whatever practice problems you don't get finished inside class, you finish outside of class. Then you're going to check focus under alerts for homework / online assignment. All right, at this time, you guys at home, what you need to do is send somebody or come by the front office and pick up your workbook. It's a red geometry workbook. Once you have your workbook, you will be able to do these problems. Don't open the online assignment under alerts until you've completed all these problems. The assignment will be open for a week, so don't panic if you don't get it done tonight. The first thing you need to do is come get your workbook and then get page 1 and 2, all of the problems finished, and then check focus under alerts for your online assignment. At this time, anybody that is e-learning is going to be excused from this Zoom meeting, and I'm going to end the meeting. If you guys have any questions on anything that we covered in class today, I want you to email me. Please don't chat me. Email me. Again, if you don't have any questions, you e-learners are excused from the meeting, so you can exit the meeting and make arrangements to come pick up your workbook and get your assignment completed as soon as you can.